Hi, this is Dan Bullard, retired electronics engineer, sitting on the front of my houseboat again. I came up with a really great solution to my problem. I've been pondering that really cool thing that I found on All About Circuits. Not All About Circus, All About Circuits. If you take the reciprocal of the duty cycle of a square wave, so it's not really a square wave, it's a pulse wave or whatever you want to call it. You take the reciprocal of the duty cycle, you can calculate where the spectrum's going to go to zero. Now, that works for a lot of angles, not a million of them, but it works for a lot of them. If you do like 26%, that didn't work too good. What that means is that the 0 point falls outside of the range of harmonics, and so you get this weird behavior that you've seen in my other videos. But if you do it in exactly the right place, you'll get to see the harmonic go to zero. So if you do it at 25% duty cycle, that's 0.25. The reciprocal of 0.25 is 4. And so the 4th harmonic and the 8th harmonic and the 12th harmonic and the 16th harmonic and the 20th harmonic and the 24th harmonic are all 0. And it's just an odd thing. You know, I'm sure there's some mathematical basis for it. I'm going to show you something really cool. So think about, I told you about a 10% duty cycle square wave. So the duty cycle is 0.1. So the 10th harmonic and the 20th harmonic and the 30th harmonic are all 0. And the same works for reciprocal angles. If you do a 90% duty cycle square wave, the spectrum is identical to that of a 10% duty cycle square wave. Exactly the same. And that's the problem with Tony's thing. He had this crazy way of calculating duty cycle. It wouldn't work because the spectrum of a square wave for reciprocal angles is identical. So 10%, 90%, they're exactly the same. Now, what's really wild is I kept thinking about, well, how did it work for a 50% duty cycle square wave? If you take the reciprocal of 50%, what do you get? You get 2. That's kind of weird, because if you know, you've been following me, you know that there's no even harmonics in a 50% duty cycle square wave. Duh! Why? Because if the duty cycle is 50%, exactly 50%, then there can't be any even harmonics, because the reciprocal of 50%, 0.5, is 2. And so there's the second harmonic is 0, and the 4th harmonic is 0, and the 6th harmonic is 0, and the 8th harmonic is 0, and the 10th harmonic is 0. So if you don't agree with my thing about even harmonics canceling out in 50% duty cycle square wave, you can go with this one. Now, I don't really know why this thing works, and I'm sure there's a mathematical reason for it. I haven't pondered it enough. I got to ponder it more. Then the reciprocal of 50%, 0.5, is 2, and so the second harmonic is 0, and all subsequent even numbers are 0. So there's no even harmonics. That's a really good explanation of why there's no even harmonics in a 50% duty cycle square wave. The even harmonics are canceled out, in my opinion. But the other way of looking at it is, if this is true, train in Washington. We won't be able to hear those pretty soon because the leaves are growing. With a 50% duty cycle square wave, the second harmonic and the 4th harmonic and the 6th harmonic and the 8th harmonic and the 10th harmonic and so on, all the even number harmonics are 0, are forced to be 0 by this rule. So the reciprocal of the duty cycle of a square wave tells you which harmonic is going to be 0. So if you have a 33.33333% duty cycle square wave, that means that the 3rd harmonic is 0, and the 6th harmonic is 0, and the 9th harmonic is 0, and the 12th harmonic is 0. And if you have a 20% duty cycle square wave, then the 5th harmonic is 0, because 1 over 0.2 is 5. So the 5th harmonic is 0, and the 10th harmonic is 0, and the 15th harmonic is 0, and the 20th harmonic is 0. But if you have a 50% duty cycle square wave, 1 over 50%, 1 over 0.5 is 2. So every even harmonic is zeroed out. That explains it all. Explains it all. I thought that would be an interesting thing for you to think about this Sunday. Anyway, once again from the river, this is Dan Bullard. See ya.